booth, I'm Ed Cohen with the former Chicago Bull. It's Jay Williams.
And Ed, both squads are getting up last-minute shots. As a player, you never leave the court on a missed shot. A make shot always sets the right tone before the game.
All the work that's gone into this game about to be on full display here tonight. Rubio goes to the right side. Devin Booker. And it's Zubac with the rebound. Here's Leonard for two. Deep two there. Won't go. To Booker. Look out. Devin Booker missed his first. That one goes.
Attack mode isn't a switch that you can just turn on and off. He needs to do more of that. We need to see him penetrate, get into that lane, and create.
Leonard. They have to keep him in their grasp.
It's all about creating space with the dribble. Once you have that gap, you can beat somebody in a variety of ways. He chose the dagger with the three.
Suns with the basketball. Booker. Can't get the bounce.
Shooters shoot. Period. I don't want to hear any excuses. That's why you're on the floor. You keep doing what you're doing with that superior confidence.
To Leonard. Jay, upon scanning this Clippers roster, there are a lot of guards for Doc Rivers to work with.
Yeah, they have a plethora of guards, and if I'm this team and if I'm Doc Rivers, I'm thinking about how do I throw as many guards at you as possible, because Doc wants to get another guard in there to apply the same pressure. They should be the new modern-day Detroit Pistons with the style they play defensively.
Paul George. Now ready for a couple of free throws.
It's still early, so no real impact on that call. But you know that they're going to call this one tight, so you might want to keep your hands out of his pocket.
And hits the first free throw. Able to convert on both free throws. To Kelly Oubre. Gets it in the left corner. Rubio. His first effort off the mark. Taken by the Suns.
I'm hearing some boos from the crowd. They know just like I know you're not getting back on D.
Paul George sends it away. Oubre. Gets to the basket and scores.
Might have had an extra dribble or two there, but he got the shot he wanted.
To Beverly. And the denial.
That's why a rim protector is a necessity in this game.
Rubio to Booker. Screen coming. Oh, he's denied.
Oh, big man doing work right there.
DeAndre Ayton to Kelly Oubre from long range. And it's Leonard there to clear the rebound. George turns and slams it down.
If you didn't dunk that, then we would have to talk about it.
The pass taken away by the Clippers. To George. Can't miss those. Booker with it. Leads just a point. Going to launch beyond the arc. Not that time. He misses.
Just because you're an elite shooter doesn't mean you need to shoot the ball every possession. Maybe give a head fake, crack into the defender, get to the free throw line, see the ball go in the hole.
Rocking the rim. He climbed the ladder on that one.
Well, the question is, how big is the ladder? He's still climbing.
Bad pass there. Clippers have it. George. Paul George. First couple didn't go. That one is true.
And in today's game, you have to make shots like that. Nice work draining it from deep.
Now whistle and a timeout for Phoenix as they'll talk things over in what's now a 4-point game. Changes coming from both sides right now. Not that time. On the follow. Way to stay with it.
Learn from that. You got to be a step ahead of the offensive player. Know that fake is coming again later.
Leonard. They get it to George. Down low. Strong finish for Paul George.
That's what I'm talking about. Nice finish. It's all business.
To Mikal Bridges. Beverly into the front court. 14-10 to score. Leonard to Beverly. Has a look. Add 2 points to the board.
That's a good run right here to end the first quarter to open up that lead. If you're the coach of this team, you have to like the effort your guys are giving.
To Mikal Bridges. Crawford. The pass taken away by the Clippers. To Paul George. The crossover gets inside and the slam dunk. They have set the tone in this one.
I love when I see offenses come out in beast mode. You attack that paint, you get to the rim, inevitably the floor will open up for you to knock down some threes.
Defense making the ball handler work. Here comes the screen. Lets it fly from long range. That misses with 3 seconds left. First quarter in the books. The Clippers are out in front. Ed Cohen, Jay Williams with you as we get things started here in the second quarter. To George. Fires the three. Can't connect. DeAndre Ayton to Crawford. And the finish on the nice step through.
There is no recovery, Ed, in particular if the defender does not stay on balance.
Williams to Paul George. Cleans it up. To George. Trying to cash in. Nice pass to get things going. Jay, when you break down Paul George, where is he at his best?
He needs to be engaged. He needs to have the ball in his hands. He needs to be needed. And that's the biggest thing for Paul George. When he's the guy offensively and he makes those clutch shots, it re-engages him defensively. And that drives him to be the best version of Paul George there is.
Williams across the timeline. It's an 8-point lead. To Leonard. Fires the three, and Kawhi Leonard. Good on the quick release there.
Ooh, that confidence level is so superior. Whenever you start dragging back on defense before the ball even goes through the net, that speaks for itself.
Finishing inside the paint on that one.
People at home, did you know that Aaron Baines played rugby growing up? He knows no other way but to be physical on the court because that's how he leaves his mark.
Oubre. To the rim, lays it up and in.
And if you don't contest, he's knocking that down with ease.
To Beverly. Williams. George on the drive, but his shot misses. Oh, Jay, he commands the paint this time down. Timeout called here by the Clippers. They'll catch their breath in what's now a 5-point game. New blood coming in for both sides. It's the Clippers with the possession now. Leonard to Beverly. Beyond the arc for three. Off the mark. Into the front court. It's Booker. Down 5. Mikal Bridges with the strong finish.
It's easy to become mesmerized when you watch a player who can create off the dribble. We call that dancing. When you allow a player to dance with that much space, that's Prob City.
Got it.
I 100% guarantee you that was not the play call, but a bucket is a bucket.
Crawford to Rubio. Nothing going here on that drive. Rubio, tough matchup against George. No good, and no foul.
That's superb defense. That's a defense getting there from the weak side early and making the player short arm a shot.
Beverly into the front court. Up 5. Nice pace, sets it up, and slams it down.
It's so amazing when you get a chance to see a player in his own space. It's almost as if the defense doesn't exist. He can go left, he can go right, he can attack. He's playing on that court by himself.
Booker. Bad pass there. Clippers have it.
Come on, let's dig in. Let's really build this lead.
Kawhi Leonard. He's 3 of 5. 60% shooting from the field.
It can only be one of two things here. 1, the defender ran out of gas. Or 2, this dude is just unstoppable.
Mikal Bridges. Just enough of a head fake to help on that one.
You see, you can't actually get mesmerized by the ball. You actually have to focus on the dribbler's belly button. I know that may sound cheesy, but trust me, he can't go anywhere without his core.
Flushes it home.
I don't think I could do that on the 5-foot rim.
I can, because that's my only choice. Deep right corner. Booker to Crawford. Jamal Crawford. That's 3 now on 4 shots.
Some players are just built to absorb the contact. He pretty much dusted that defender off like that was a bug at the park.
Throws it down.
Well, they have such great flow to their offense this evening. The ball isn't sticking to one player individually. It's moving around the perimeter, and it's zipping. They're playing with a special cohesiveness.
We have both squads set to make some moves right now.
Stepping in for number 23, Louis Williams.
Clippers have got it. And he'll head to the line.
I don't know about that one, Ed. I always thought your hand was part of the ball.
Kawhi Leonard has got 2 shots coming. A career 84% free throw shooter. Knocks down the first. Two for 2 on that trip. And the finish off the nice step through.
No doubt about where that one was headed.
And finishes strong.
The pass was really good, but what I love most about the play, Ed, was that every player that ran in transition had active hands, which means they were active targets. They provided a target for the player to deliver the pass. That's how you work together as teammates.
Baseline drive. No good. Oh, it looked like he may have gotten him there. And a throwdown. Time expires to end the first half, and a nice advantage right now for the Clippers. First half, very one-sided. What will the second half bring? We'll find out as we're underway. Leonard can't go down. Smothering defense.
Great contest by the D, but I want to see the coaching staff call the same exact play the next possession. Get that offensive player the ball. Let him prove that it wasn't the D. It was more in his own head.
It's good. If you don't stand in his way, he's going to make you pay. LA Clippers with the basketball. Goes reverse to lay it in.
That's a strong finish. Regardless of contact, finishing strong is key.
To Crawford. Curling inside. Jamal Crawford looking good. 4 for 5.
There you go. I like seeing his scoring coming from unlikely sources.
Beverly into the front court. His guys lead here early stages, third quarter. A drive baseline, but the shot won't go. Nothing's going to stop him in pursuit of the basketball.
Remember that old saying, let sleeping dogs lie? I wouldn't trash talk to this guy right now. I wouldn't want to do anything to ignite him or really instigate him to start attacking more.
Booker. And finishes strong.
You used to hear all these coaches talk about, we need players to run the floor. No, I don't need you to run the floor. I need you to run the floor with purpose. Those are two different things. When you run the floor in attack mode, that's when plays like this occur.
Paul George. Short jumper off the mark. Booker swings it to Rubio. Knocked loose. Clippers have it. Beverly to Paul George. 4-3. Paul George locked in. Hits the tough three.
And they're relentless with these long shots. It just seems like their spacing is perfect, and they come down, they know exactly where they want to be, and they're shooting the ball without hesitation.
Jamal Crawford. He's now 5 for 6.
The one thing we know for certain in this league, it doesn't matter how big the margin is, you can always put together a run and get back in this one.
The assist from number 2, Kawhi Leonard.
Crawford to Mikal Bridges. Rubio. Oh, they called the foul.
He took a chance. That's the right call.
Paul George. That's his first personal.
The opposing coach is going to counter, make some changes of his own.
Entering the game for Los Angeles, number 5, Montrezl Harrell.
Booker matched up with Paul George. Lets it fly from beyond the arc. Devin Booker in his own desert. No one in sight, and he takes advantage.
It's all about creating space with the dribble. Once you have that gap, you can beat somebody in a variety of ways. He chose the dagger with the three.
To Mikal Bridges. Now to Booker, down low. Look out, Devin Booker. Oh, 3 for 8. He's got to do better.
And when plays like that happen with multiple players touching the ball, the basketball gods will 100% reward you.
Now the Suns come up with the steal. To Booker. And throws it down.
Oh, man, did you see that swiftness? He dunked that thing like a tennis ball.
It looked like that in his hand. George. Tough shot. Well defended.
Just because you're an elite shooter doesn't mean you need to shoot the ball every possession. Maybe give a head fake, crack into the defender, get to the free throw line, see the ball go in the hole.
Clippers have the basketball. It's blocked.
You see, that's why you never give up on the play, Ed. You always stay in the game.
Reminiscent of LeBron on Iguodala. Crawford to Mikal Bridges.
Right. 1 minute left in the third quarter.
Knocked loose. Clippers have got it. Why even try that time?
I'm going to start calling him the windshield wiper, just erasing all the mistakes.
Ricky Rubio. He struggled just a little bit. 2 for 5.
You know, Ed, the effort is what concerns me the most. Effort is replenishable. If you're tired, raise your hand, check yourself out. Get somebody who actually wants to get back in transition and play some defense. That will help your team win the game, not you just staying in the game to be better on offense.
Both coaches hitting the reset button. Fresh legs coming onto the floor. Beverly into the front court. Leads 5. Here's a chance from long range. Patrick Beverly stepping up. Hits the 3.
And in today's game, you have to make shots like that. Nice work draining it from deep.
Screen coming. Short jumper misses. Leonard. That's how you defend.
Shooters shoot, period. I don't want to hear any excuses. That's why you're on the floor. You keep doing what you're doing with that superior confidence.
Strong finish for Paul George.
I know there's that old saying that says one man can't beat 5, but we're watching one man carry 4 other players. His back has to be hurting. Another big-time finish.
Deep 3 at the buzzer. 3 quarters down. The Clippers have the lead. It'll be Suns basketball as we begin the 4th quarter. And I think the best way to describe where they stand right now is they're down, but they're not out.
It's a game we used to play in the league all the time. It's called a series of stops. That means get 3 stops in a row. Each game is a game within the game. You get 3 stops in a row, and then another 3 stops in a row, you're right back in this ballgame.
It's LA Clippers ball. George, message received. Well defended to Booker. And that's going to be out of bounds off of George. So it stays with Phoenix. Rubio to Mikal Bridges. For 3, off the mark. No good. Beverly. To Leonard. From long range. And Kawhi Leonard buries the 3 with a hand in his face.
And it just seems like the defense has lethargic closeouts. You need to close out with more of a sense of urgency. Run them off the 3-point line. Make them take a tough 2 rather than an easy 3.
Kawhi Leonard in a matchup with Booker. Going to launch beyond the arc. Gets it to go. And the foul.
Oh, that was a big-time shot. But more impressive than the shot, the bench reactions. I love the celebration tactics. This is why you love this game.
Kawhi Leonard with a chance at a 4-point play. Hasn't missed yet. Now the Suns coach gonna signal for a timeout as they'll talk things over here in this 4th quarter. Rubio, Clippers have it.
You got to go for the score here right now in this possession.
From the painted area, won't go down. Here's Rubio into the front court. His guy's down 11. Has a chance, wide open look, won't go.
Oh, I see how you're playing this chess match. That's what you keep doing defensively. Keep baiting him and luring him into shooting that jump shot. Exploit him.
And they call it.
His timing was a tad bit off.
Substitution being made in this one.
Entering the game for the Suns, number 25.
Booker to Kelly Oubre. Booker to Crawford.
Hey, backdoor, watch that backdoor.
Perfect feed to set up the basket.
And Ed, here's my offensive theory. More touches, more points. This is a fast-paced league. Either the coaches adapt or you'll be left behind.
George knocks it down and the foul. And a chance now at a 4-point play.
The most important part for the offensive player is to create space. If you can create space, you can find your rhythm, and that's what we saw.
Hits the free throw. Suns control the possession. Crawford to Mikal Bridges. Curling inside. Here comes the screen.
Here it is.
Devin Booker. He was all over him.
And big-time coaching strategy by the staff right there, utilizing their bench, keeping fresh legs on that shooter consistently throughout the course of the game.
Crawford to Kelly Oubre. Crawford. Booker on the drive, but a shot won't fall to Leonard. Send it away.
Did you see how far he got up? He kept going up and up and up. I think he's still going up.
Patrick Beverly. He's 3 of 5, 60% shooting from the field.
You know, it reminds me, Ed, of a story a legendary coach once told me. He said, if you ever get in a fight, you're not going to hit somebody with an open hand, correct? You'll probably break a finger. But if you hit somebody with a fist, what is that? That's 5 fingers working collectively together as one. That's how you deliver a knockout punch, and that's what we're seeing tonight.
The follow won't go either. To George. Lets it fly from long range. It was contested, but Paul George still dials in for 3.
And I don't know why the defense continues to help on guys that drive. Make them take shots over your bigs. By you helping more, you're just leaving three-point shooters open on the perimeter.
Williams into the front court. His guys holding the big lead. To Booker. Just enough of a head fake to help on that one.
There's no stopping that. You either got to double or deny him the ball from the jump.
Leonard. He's been dialed in from long distance. That's now 5 threes for the game.
Nothing more painful than the next day watching tape, seeing the fact that he got 15 points off three-point shots.
Crawford to Mikal Bridges. Deep left corner. Booker matched up with Paul George. Fires the 3. Well defended.
And there's always so much talk about defense. How about offensively? If you continue to attack that shooter, now you're making him work on the defensive end. That makes him take his legs away on the offensive end.
And that'll get out of bounds. Last touch by the Suns. Time to shuffle things up.
Number 22, Maurice Harkless.
Leonard.
That's his first personal foul. Team foul number 3.
Kawhi Leonard is going to get a chance at 3 here. He's perfect from the line so far. First one, count it. Hits a second. One more coming. Hits all 3 free throws. He wants it at the rim and scores.
When the ball's in his hands, we all knew what was going to happen.
To Leonard. Return label included.
The offense might want to adjust here. That's his 4th block of the evening.
George, defended by the lefty Oubre. Fires the three. Paul George is going to get 3 shots here. Hasn't missed yet. And he connects on the first free throw. And he hits the second. And he hits all 3 free throws. The pass taken away by the Clippers.
Tonight, it may not cost you, but in a playoff game, it will.
George.
That's his 3rd personal foul. Team foul number 5. Phoenix Suns.
Paul George is going to get a chance at 3 here. He's perfect from the line so far. First free throw is good. Second and 3, got it. And he cashes in at the line. 3 for 3. Crawford to Kelly Oubre, and that'll get out of bounds. Last touch by the Suns.
That's me. I got ball.
George, well, the hot shooting night continues. That's his 6th three-pointer of this game.
And you got to give him a lot of love. He's been knocking down shot after shot. But what is the defense thinking? Do you want to play in this game? It's probably time you start buckling down.
Oh, he got there.
That's great hustle getting back on D.
Deep 3 at the buzzer. It's the Clippers who come away with the victory as they cruise to win a game that was never really in doubt. For Jay Williams and all our crew, I'm Ed Cohen saying so long for now. This has been a presentation of the NBA on EA Sports.